guys, today I'm back to my weekly makeup bag video, and one thing you will notice about that is different about this video is it is a 1 week weekly makeup bag video. It is not for 2 weeks like it typically is, and that is because we're going to Chicago, so I'm being a little more picky about what I'm putting in here for this 1 week because this is going to be my makeup for when we're traveling. So I've tried to kind of bring a lot of my holy grail kind of stuff with me, and you'll kind of see what I'm bringing and what's going to actually stay here. So starting with primers, as always, my holy grail primer is my NYX Angel Veil, and this was just 40% at Ulta, like 40% off. They've had that sale for like the last week, and I kind of forgot to stock up. So this is my holy grail primer though, and I rarely ever use it unless it is a special occasion. So I actually do have a pretty decent amount still, so I could probably wait a little while. But I love this primer. It's one of my favorites. It just really controls my oil, but it like helps with like my pores and everything too. It just really smooths everything out, kind of perfects it. So I love this primer, and I will take that to Chicago with me. The other one I do have, because there will be a couple days I will be here at home still, is my Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Primer. This isn't my favorite, but I'm trying it out with a particular foundation just to kind of see how it does. So that, and I got this for free from a vendor at work, so I was like, it's not my favorite primer, but I am going to try to use it and see if I change my mind or if I just want to use it up, kind of that thing. So for foundations, I have quite a few, and there's kind of some reasons for that. So I have my Tarte BB primer in here just because I do love this. This is probably going to be my foundation for the couple of days that we're home. I guess, I mean, I'll still be I'm going to be home, but I'm going to be at work as well. Does that make sense? So we'll be home from Chicago, or either about to leave for Chicago, and I do have to work a couple days this next week. So this is probably going to be more my foundation for that. We'll see, but I really love how quick and easy this is. There's a lot of days I just don't feel like putting on a lot of makeup, and this has kind of always been my go-to for that. So I have that in here. I do have my Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation because this is like my holy grail drugstore foundation. My only problem with it is that it does not come in a good shade for me. This one is too dark and way too pink for me, but it is like my holy grail drugstore foundation, I think, because I just love the way it looks on. As much as I love my Revlon Colorstay, I love the way that this one looks more. So I did bring that. I'm probably going to be taking this to Chicago too, just kind of in case. But the other foundation I have in here is the main one that I want to talk about. So I saw that Too Faced was releasing their new Born This Way foundation, and it came out on the websites, Ulta, Sephora, their website, but nobody's really said anything about when it was going to be in stores. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And so about a week before our trip, before we're leaving, I was like, all right, I'm not waiting anymore, I'm ordering this. So I went ahead and ordered it, and I just got it in yesterday. So luckily I have it just in time, but this is the Born This Way foundation. I got mine in the shade Ivory. As much as I hate to say it, Sephora's website is a little bit more helpful with the color descriptions than Ulta's is. So Ivory is basically the light shade with yellow tones. I believe Porcelain was the other color, and that was the light shade with pink undertones. So I have this on today, and I am already in love and obsessed, but I am going to definitely be wearing this to Chicago and just testing it a little bit more just to see what I think. Because today is my first day of wearing it, and I've only had it on for like 2 hours, so I'm not really sure how well it's going to wear, and that's kind of what I'm testing to see, is how well it's going to wear. But so far so good. I am obsessed with this. I did hear a couple of little rumors that I will share with you guys. I did hear that Too Faced is considering making a Born This Way concealer because their foundation, this foundation is selling extremely well, even though it hasn't been actually released in any stores yet. It will be coming to Ulta and Sephora a little bit later this month, I do believe. I would even say maybe the next week or two. I haven't seen it actually come in our boxes at work yet, but I did hear it will be coming soon, along with like the blushes and stuff. There is like blushes, and I think there's also an eyeshadow palette too. So this foundation has been selling really well considering it is only available online, and it has been for the last like month or so. But they're considering releasing a concealer, and they are also releasing 4, I think, more shades. There's going to be, I believe I heard, 2 more fair, lighter even shades, and then a couple darker shades. So if you have trouble finding a match in this, you know, when it comes out in stores, I would just wait a little longer, because I do believe fall is when they are releasing more shades. I could be totally wrong, but those were some rumors that were kind of passed on to me from work. And I might not be repeating them correctly, but I know they said they were going to do a Born This Way concealer and add a few more shades to the line. So I'm really excited about that, and I plan to do a review eventually once I try it out a little bit more. So anyways, now that I've rambled long enough about that, on to my setting powders. I have my NYX Radiant Finishing Powder for my under eyes as always, and then my Maybelline Fit Me. This is actually the translucent shade. And the reason that I love this powder so much is that it actually lightens up any foundation I have underneath. So even though this ivory shade is very, very, very yellow for me, once it's blended out, it's really not too bad. But once I put the powder on top, it is perfection. So I'm probably going to test out the lighter shades when they do come out with some of those, and just kind of see if something else would be a little bit better match. But it's a workable match. Like I said, I have it on now, and I don't, you know, I don't think it looks too bad. Like, there isn't like a super big noticeable difference. But this powder is amazing, so I am bringing this. Plus it's pretty well used, as you can see, and I'm kind of not too worried about like if it breaks or anything like that. Because I do have my IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination in here as well. This one I don't know that I'm going to be taking to Chicago. It's probably going to be something I'm using more while we're home and at work and that kind of thing, and use it to set my Tarte BB primer with. So that's kind of the other powder I have in here, but just kind of see how much I use that one. I also have my Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray in here. I don't know if I've talked about this too much in my last couple videos, but this is another product that I've been using a little here and there. I didn't spray any today just because I am, again, testing out this foundation to see how it does, but I've been wearing it a lot the last week, and I was like, well, I'm going to bring this along too just in case. So there is that. Concealers, I feel like this is pretty obvious. My Naked Skin. This is my Holy Grail concealer, unless of course the Too Faced Born This Way concealer magically blows this one out of the water, but I really love how lightweight this one is, so love and taking with me for sure. Brow products, I'm bringing a few things, and I'm probably not going to use all of them, but I have my Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde, of course, and then I have 2 brow gels. I have my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which I love, and then I do have my Benefit Gimme Brow. I actually just have the Benefit Gimme Brow on today. I don't have any dip brow or anything like that, and it does an okay job of just like filling in my brows on its own, but I'm probably going to use my dip brow for most of the trip, and I might use this to kind of set it with. So those are my brow products. Mascaras, I have 2, and it might change a little bit. I haven't decided yet, but I have my Maybelline Falsies, and then I have my Urban Decay Perversion. I'm kind of thinking about opening my roller lash and taking it with, because it's a smaller like travel size kind of thing, and these are a little bigger. So I was kind of thinking about taking that along, but if that's not the case, I'm going to take Perversion with me to Chicago, and I will have Maybelline here at home to use. So there is that. Next, blush, bronzer, all that fun stuff. So I have my Too Faced Endless Summer Bronzer in here. This might be coming with me to Chicago. I haven't actually decided yet, just because since it's in Project Pan, it's very thin and it kind of has been cracking a little bit, just from being used so much, and it's almost done. So I really would hate to bring it along and have it just completely fall apart on the trip. And I do have other bronzers, and since I just placed a Sephora order, I got this Too Faced like bronzer card thing too. So this is even something I might take too. But This, I do have it in here. I will at least use it while I'm home at the very least. So that is in here. For my highlight, I have my Smashbox Fusion Soft Lights. This too will not be coming with me to Chicago. It's going to stay home, but I am going to use it while I'm here at home. So that is that. For blushes, I didn't really plan on bringing a lot. I'm probably going to be very, very, very little. But I have my NYX Baked Blush Illuminator and Bronzer. Not really. This is in the color Ladylike. It's a very, very light, soft pink, and it's actually what I have on my cheeks today. I really, really like these. They're not super pigmented, or at least this Ladylike one isn't on me, but I really like it, so I'm taking this one with. And I've actually been pairing it with my MAC Breath of Plum blush, so these two I'm going to be taking. And then I also have my NYX Blush in Apricot, and this is kind of hit or miss. I might take this one, I might leave it at home. But I do have this kind of peachy coral option in here as well. And because I couldn't fit all my face products in one drawer, there's another drawer of face products. So let me open that really quick. I am also bringing for a highlight, and this is the one I'm bringing to Chicago with me. It is my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone, and it's the like liquid one. But I don't use this often enough, and I did just buy the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlight, so I decided to go ahead and use my Becca one. And then the other face product I have, and this is huge, but it is the Laura Geller Baked Color and Contour Highlight Blush Bronzer thing. And this I'm probably not going to take to Chicago with me. It's just really big, and I worry about it breaking. But I do want to kind of use this throughout the next week just a little bit because I don't use it very much, and I love this. It's really pretty. But since I have so many Project Pan things, I just don't really reach for it. So I want to make sure I use this next week. So there's that. While I have this drawer open, the only single shadow I have is Gravity. This I might take with me to Chicago, actually. I've been really enjoying that color lately, so I might actually take that with me to Chicago. Now, kind of eyeshadow bases and all that stuff, I am taking the good old Urban Decay Primer Potion. This tube is almost finished, and I know I was working on the Too Faced one, but I kind of wanted to bring my Urban Decay one because I know that this will hold up really well the whole trip, and I just like the consistency of this a lot better, and I just thought, well, this tube's already almost empty, let's just take it along and try to finish it up. So that is going to be my primer. I don't know if I'm going to bring this with me to Chicago, but it's something I might use here at home. It is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Branded. I don't know, it's probably not something I'm going to take with me to Chicago just to keep things simple, kind of. But I might use it here at home. For liners, I really cut it down, or at least tried to. I have my Too Faced Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is in Perfect Black. This is like a really, really, really black eyeliner, but it's really soft and creamy, so I'm bringing that one along. And then I have a couple urban liners. I have Smoke, which is a pretty like dark gray color. I have Sabbath, which is my navy. This I don't know if I'm gonna bring along to Chicago, but it's another product I'll probably use at home. I have my Ulta Automatic Eyeliner in Deep Brown. This too I don't know if I'll bring with me to Chicago. I'm probably just gonna bring the black and the gray, but I might bring this one. And then I do have my Eyeko London Skinny Liquid Eyeliner, and this is for sure coming with me to Chicago. So there's that. So those are all my liners. Now onto palettes. I believe I said that I am taking a break from my Naked palette this week just for traveling purposes. Again, I'm worried about it cracking and breaking and really don't want that to happen. Plus, I think like taking a 1 week break from it might be kind of a good thing for me. So I'm just taking a little break from it. I do have my Tarte Quad in here that I always have, but this is definitely staying at home, and I will continue to use this color as my base shadow. It's probably the only shadow I will use out of this, and I don't really plan on using the blush because it's actually kind of similar to Breath of Plum, just maybe a little more pink. So I'm really only going to be using this light cream color for my base shadow. For palettes though, I did grab 3 because I cannot decide what I want to bring and what I don't. But I have my Too Faced Chocolate Bar, my Naked 2 palette, which is definitely coming with me to Chicago, and then I have my Naked 3. So I'm kind of debating on whether I want to take these 2, but I know I'm taking my Naked 2 palette. So that's where that is at. I'm kind of thinking the chocolate bar is going to stay home and Naked 3 is going to come along, but we'll see. So those are my palettes. For lip products, I packed kind of a lot, or chose kind of a lot. I have Zurich. This is probably going to just stay at home. But I also bought Cane's this last week, and I've kind of wanted to wear them both and just kind of compare them this week. So Cane's is actually the one that's a little bit darker, and Cane's I'm planning on bringing to Chicago, but I've already worn Zurich, so I don't know. I'm just kind of going to compare the colors and see how they differ and that kind of thing. The other lipstick I have in here is Lust for Blush. This is a pretty like cool toned pink color. It's one of my favorite lipsticks probably of all time. I really, really love this one. So I love the way this looks with my Naked 2 palette. So I'm going to bring this one. Then because I have to have that bright lip color, something has to be bright with me, I have my Lorac Alter Ego products. This is the lipstick, and this is in Sex Kitten, and then I also have the gloss in Sex Kitten. I love these two together just because the lipstick is obviously more pigmented than the gloss. The gloss is pretty pigmented, but the lipstick has more staying power, and it just kind of amps up the gloss. And I don't really like matte lips as much during the summertime. I kind of prefer gloss. So sometimes even with like the soft matte lip creams, I'll put like a clear gloss or a light pink color over top just because it's a little more comfortable that way. So I'm bringing these for sure. And then I'm trying to see what other ones I have in here. I do have my Smashbox lipstick in Posy Pink. This might come along, probably not. I'm just kind of thinking I'm going to leave it at home, but there's that. And then my last lip product is my Bite Beauty lipstick, and this is like the little travel like duo thing. It's in Fig and Date. So this one is Fig, and just dropped the cap for one. This is Date. So Date is the little more brown one, and Fig is the little bit more pinky red one. I actually have Fig on right now. It's just, I don't know, kind of a nice light color. So I plan on bringing that to, I just thought it was really great for traveling, and I really enjoy the Bite Beauty lipsticks. I just haven't gotten into them as much. I always get overwhelmed when I look at them. I don't know what colors I want because I don't want to get anything too similar to what I have. So if you have a favorite Bite Beauty lipstick, let me know down below. I bought both of the double-ended Bite Beauty lipsticks. There's another one that's got like a brighter corally orange color, and then the other side was I think like a pink or like a berry purple color. But I bought that one as well. That one's coming with Champagne Pop because I ordered Champagne Pop a couple days after I ordered the Born This Way foundation, and I ordered that. So 2 Sephora orders come. Well, the one's already here, but I had 2 Sephora orders coming. So anyways, on to perfumes. I don't really know what I'm taking. I'm thinking that I got some sample stuff from Sephora when I ordered, and I'm thinking I might take the 2 perfume samples they sent me just to keep things simple and not have to worry about anything breaking or anything. But I'm thinking just during the week while I'm home, I'm going to use my Ulta Coconut Cream Sheer Fragrance Mist. This I really enjoy, so I'm kind of thinking about taking that. Oh, and then there is one more makeup product that's stuck back here. I'm going to bring my Smashbox of Phono Finish Primer Water. Just because I love how refreshing this is, and I kind of want to try it out with the Born This Way foundation. So this is another product I think I'm going to probably take with me to Chicago too. So, alright, I think that is everything. Trying to think, I know, let's see, I'm trying to remember what day this is going up, what day it is. I have a couple videos coming up. My July empties I haven't filmed yet, but that video will be up a little bit later. It'll probably be up after I get back. I'm leaving tomorrow the 6th, and I won't be back until the 8th or 9th. Haven't really decided how long we're staying, but I think it's probably going to be the 8th, and then I have the 9th off, and I'll probably film my empties then. So it'll probably be up that day or maybe the Saturday after, but I'll have that up soon. Yeah, and there's a couple videos I have filmed, but I can't remember what any of them are right now. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.